same. Oh, this is third episode. No.
Well, you need my phone again?
This is the third episode.
Right. Another one on Tumblr.
So, okay.
It was right there. I'm like, I'm scared.
Let's start this episode because I said so.
Let's do that thing.
Okay, welcome back to Non-Canon. This is episode 3. Pretty sure I messed that up the last episode, but we'll find out shortly. This topic today is about hardcore gamers versus casual, and mentioning the true gamer, which hopefully we will
Pretty
be
much
able
the different kinds of gamer, how they all
suck.
suck.
I really hope this pisses a lot of people off.
Why?
Because people suck and it's fun to watch.
Do you not know the essence of Boxer? He enjoys pissing people off.
It's like so
Fucking liquid, of course I do.
It's so good. It's like eating like a good burrito.
A really good burrito?
Like a really good
Like
burrito.
a really good microwave gas station burrito?
No.
Oh, so like a Qdoba Chipotle burrito.
Made straight from...
Taco truck burrito.
Freshly picked from the burrito
Straight
tree.
out of...
How come we can't pick something like delicate, like a fucking dessert, like tiramisu or...
Fuck that, because
Fuck tiramisu. 1, it's overrated. 2, cheesecake is better.
I could make a whole podcast
My voice
of
just
why you're
broke,
wrong.
and I'm a grown-ass man.
We're still going through
Any of
puberty.
it, so does it matter?
Why not? Oh, look, Google.
Anyway, guacamole.
That's the only reason why, man, if you can...
Okay, hardcore gamer. What is a hardcore gamer? Like, what do we want? Like, how should we explain it?
A hardcore gamer is a compassionate gamer who gets really, really deep into whatever games they play, putting in ridiculous amounts of hours. Aki.
Why are you looking at me?
You a hardcore gamer.
You're not getting up on me, okay?
You fall into that.
We will not gangbang Aki, okay?
Let's not do that.
Let the Holy Ghost repel you.
I'm bringing the Holy Ghost into this. This is bad.
But anyways, yeah, it's a hardcore gamer is a passionate gamer, one that gets really deep into their genres or whatever. Like a speedrunner for platformer or whatever games, honestly, is a hardcore gamer. Competitive players or tourney players.
Should I read the Urban Dictionary version of it?
Oh, yes.
Urban Dictionary.
So according to Urban
it.
Dictionary, I'm just gonna read the first paragraph because this is very fucking long. But according to Urban Dictionary, hardcore gamer is someone who plays video games as a primary hobby. They tend to spend large amounts of time playing games, often in excess of 2 or 3 hours a day. That kind of sounds kind of casual. 2 to 3 hours a day.
They say in excess.
That's not excessive. So at least 2.
Maybe we should look up Encyclopedia Dramatica's versions.
Do that.
Okay, so I have to read this next part because this is kind of ridiculous. Hardcore gamers tend to care less about graphics than casual gamers. While some specialize in a single game, they typically have fairly diverse taste in games, frequently playing a wide variety of games from different genres. They often seek out obscure and older games based on the word of mouth or positive critical reception. Hardcore gamers put good gameplay above all else and don't mind if a game has poor or non-existent graphics, sound, characters, and plot.
They are confusing a hardcore gamer with a true gamer. Fuck you, Urban Dictionary.
I just don't think people know that there's a difference between true and hardcore. Like, those who are listening, you might think, but this doesn't make sense. A hardcore gamer, that sounds exactly like a hardcore gamer. What is a true gamer?
Samo's mom is saved in his phone as Mama.
Okay.
Give me this.
So a true gamer. Let's just I guess so we can tell the difference. Let's just do hardcore gamer first, and then we'll talk about true gamer. So,
like Ellen Scott said, it's a person who is passionately into their game, spending lots of hours, and competitive players and speed running and like basically studying the game.
Studying
the
exploiters,
taking notes, finding ways to cheat the system because that's always fun. No, it's not actually.
Like rain fighting games.
Yeah.
Oh. Tournament players.
This is the only guy. This is the only guy that can play a game for like 2 hours and fucking master.
Become God.
Like, I don't understand this. So it's like people who participate in these tournaments, like Evo. There's nothing wrong with it. We're not saying that
Evo's going on right now, and it's awesome. Continue.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with being a hardcore gamer. This is not a podcast to be like, okay, if you're a hardcore gamer, you suck ass. It's not what we're trying to say.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, shut up.
Sorry, Jesus.
So there's different. We just acknowledge that there's like truly 3 different levels instead of just 2. What people seem to believe, but. It's not bad to be a hardcore gamer. It's just that it's a thing and it separates people, and people don't know truly what it is. You'll hear on the forums or just comments on Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube, wherever. Oh, well, if you're a hardcore gamer, you play this. No, man, if you're a hardcore gamer, you typically spend most of your time on one game trying to perfect that game. Me, circa when Modern Warfare 2 came out. It was like the only game I played for an entire year.
Speaking of which, do you consider the people that play FPSs, specifically Call of Duty, hardcore gamers?
No,
Depends.
those are casual gamers.
It really just depends on their goal.
Now,
someone can just play, Call of Duty, just play with their friends, and that will be completely casual. Someone could play Call of Duty and are trying to break into the tournament scene, trying to get sponsors, this, that, and the other. That would be hardcore.
Well, what about the guys that, like myself, who would get on at a specific time every night with six of their friends and play just to, I guess raise their,
KD ratio.
KD ratio.
You could be hardcore, but you're bordering that casual reference, that casual line. But what separates you were probably still playing. You were still playing other games at the time.
Oh yeah, to pass the time until everybody else got online.
Yeah, like that. I was the same way. Modern Warfare 2 was my shit, bro.
Oh,
like I was online all the time. I had a homie named Val Taco. Oh my god, 1-2 finish almost all the time. So
search and destroy. I love that.
Bro, that was my mode. The TAR with a heartbeat sensor and a suppressor, and was all you needed. And you were God?
Well, see, you know what? No, I think if you are actively going through... I platinum Modern Warfare 2. If you
I didn't.
That was hard. But I platinum Modern Warfare 2, and I tried to get every single thing I possibly could out of that game. And I think me trying to get 100% kind of did the hardcore gamer-ish. Because I was still playing with the 6 friends.
I mean, yeah, a casual's not going to go out the way to try to get all the
that
stuff.
game hardcore.
Huh?
I feel like at some point there's also a difference between between playing a game casually and playing a game hardcore, but not yourself being a casual or hardcore gamer just because of that. If that makes sense. So I can casually play I casually play Final Fantasy 14. I'm not really hardcore. I just play for shits and giggles.
See, but I mean, because we were talking about the whole studying the games, right? I knew what guns to use if, let's say, people started noob tubing. I knew exactly, I'm going to use, let's say, I can't remember, a UMP-45 with a red dot scope. I know that that's going to fuck you up before you even get a chance to lob that bitch. Or I knew precisely where people spawn, because the spawning in Modern Warfare 2 sucked ass. So if I knew you were going to spawn over here, I'm going to throw my grenade over there. Or I'm going to, if I felt like I needed to
You were tourney scene level hardcore in it.
What?
You were tourney scene level, hardcoring that game.
Yeah.
You weren't casualing.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was my whole thing, was that I went through that hardcore stage of playing a game specifically to exploit it and all this other shit, to get all the secrets I can out of it. Studying it, understanding what maps work best with whose team. Like if you were playing Domination and your team switched sides, you know exactly where you were to get to their flanking and all that other shit. So I studied it way more than I should have.
Way more than you should have. Yep, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah. You were an unfair advantage for random teams.
Yeah. And if any of you motherfuckers from KKK are listening, fuck you, you racist bastards.
Where did they even come from?
It was a clan.
It was a clan.
On PS2, PS3, not 2, and 360. They were a joint clan on consoles at the time of Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if they're still a thing, and they were fucking douchebags.
Racist as hell.
I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine. But I remember playing Search and Destroy against them. You remember Marcon Jock? He was a person I played with all the time. And a guy named Sherwin. We fucked them up in Search. But we played against some Marines that fucked our shit up.
Oh, I believe it.
And we were undefeated in Search. Like, we didn't lose in that shit. But, yeah. Hardcore
also,
gamers.
Speaking of exploit, it's like, what was it, hardcore search and destroy or whatever? I would literally call my friend on their cell phone or their house phone and give them directions to where the person was, so we would win.
That's cheating.
Oh, I know it's just it's a fucking exploit. They can't hear me, but if I call that motherfucker, they know exactly where to go.
You're one of those dudes that buy fast cash.
Fast cash, what's that?
Fast cash and MMOs, stuff that give you unfair advantages.
Oh no, nah. See
that's what calling your friend is on console equivalent. It's equivalent. To fast cash.
I tried doing that with Pokemon with the GTS exploit, but that made that game boring real quick. I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
I put 300 hours into Pokemon Soul Silver, so that was my shit.
So that's
how many hours you got in Final Fantasy VII? How many hours you got in Xeno
Saga
games?
Xeno games.
How many hours you got in
any of the Shin Megami Tenseis?
Okay, those are long ass games to begin with.
Stop it.
I mean, Persona 3, because I also love the Persona series with numerous hours in them. Persona 3 was a 60-hour game. No, well, in total, if you got FES, it was 60 hours.
Ew.
What?
FES, ew.
Wait. Did you get Yuffie?
You're broken.
Yeah, I fucking got Yuffie.
Hardcore gamer.
What?
Damn.
I didn't get Vincent, so that doesn't make me a hardcore gamer.
Still an optional character you didn't have to get. Did you complete her story?
It was
Hell yeah, you did. No, it's not.
No, ain't no motherfucking no it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Because you don't even need to have her. How's it needed?
Fucking Galathite. You know what?
Isn't that also just bonus shit?
Did you defeat the emeralds?
Did you
or
ever
the
get
weapons?
Did you ever?
No, but did you?
Did you ever?
Oh yeah,
get,
I did it. I'm not gonna deny that.
And you
I
got
killed.
to the round two.
I want
Did you
everybody
get
to
Black
no wait,
Eris?
hold on.
No.
I want everybody.
No.
Eris.
Eris. I'm gonna let you guys know it's not Aerith, it's Eris. Get it
Tell
right.
that shit to Final Fantasy makers.
I'm just trying to
Fan. You don't create. You are fan.
Final Fantasy VII. Her name is Eris.
It was also full of translation errors.
What?
The game itself was full of translation errors.
How could this be happening? I remember that line vividly. Meteor was coming down. You just found Cloud in a wheelchair. You walk to a fucking house with some old guy. He has his head in his hands. How could this be happening?
Like, full of translation errors, so we don't know what her name is as Americans.
I just want it to be known that I
Get the Japanese version.
I'm gonna get this out.
I will.
No.
Shut up.
No, not you. I beat Ruby and Emerald, alright, and I'm proud of that. Ain't nobody gonna take that shit away from me.
Knights of the round two, so now who's a hardcore gamer?
I'm not denying this. You are.
I'm not a hardcore gamer.
See, oh my God.
How many times have you beaten Final Fantasy VII?
How many saves do you have in Final Fantasy VII?
Multiple memory cards.
For
one memory card.
Right.
You have one memory card with 4 saves on it. You showed me this after I beat Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation 3.
I've heard of 3. Nope. Nope.
You're a hardcore gamer.
I'm not a hardcore gamer.
You
You are.
avoid this.
What?
Anyways, should we talk about the casuals now? Those scum pieces of shit.
You motherfuckers that decide to play on your mobile. Candy Crush. What is it like?
Candy Crush and Jewel breaking equivalents.
Bejeweled.
Well, there was one point where Bejeweled was awesome.
Bejeweled was the shit on Yahoo Games, and it will forever be the shit. If you play Bejeweled, you got my respect.
But I do have to say, at Dave & Buster's, which is what kind of restaurant is that? I've never been
It's
there
adult
before.
Chuck E. Cheese.
And it's a shitty adult Chuck E. Cheese.
They have Candy Crush that you could play with friends there.
Yeah, they also have Guitar Hero Arcade Edition.
How the hell does that
Which is
work?
not bad. I actually
I don't
played that
know
at
where
Gurney
it is.
Mills.
I don't go to places like that.
You want to
Fuck
go?
you,
We should go. Hey,
No,
Dad, we should go. We should do a
I-
podcast there.
Oh my.
That sounds disgusting.
It sounds like it'll also be very noisy.
It is. It's a very disgusting place. I hate it. Their food
I've
is
never
disgusting. Their food looks like something that come out of a banquet TV dinner. Put this shit on 2 minutes on hot. Serve it to this.
So when it comes to our lovely casual gamers, those people that love to play Bejeweled rip-offs,
on their
you know
phone.
what? Do you Google? Nobody care what kind of game you play. If that's
really,
if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
I mean, you could be
not
totally hardcore about your casual gaming experience. That is a thing. But I still don't respect you as a gamer. Like, as a person, you're probably legit.
I really don't.
My mom is a casual gamer, and when it comes to gamer status, I don't respect that shit. Sorry, Mom. I love you.
I can't say that about my mom. She's a hardcore gamer. She'll play the fuck out some Tetris, man. That's how I learned how to, like, anytime we move, I'm on my shit. Anytime I have to stack anything, I'm on my shit. Let me tell you a little story about my mom and motherfucking Tetris. So, my sister was playing Tetris on the Wii, which if you have a Wii, you are a casual gamer automatically, unless you are...
If that's the only thing you have.
If that's the only thing you
Unless
if you look
played...
at a Wii U and say, what the fuck is this? I don't need this. I have a Wii. That's all I need.
So we had my sister was playing Wii, and she was trying to beat my mom's score. Now I want you to understand that no one said anything to my mom. No one's even texting my mom. She's at work. She comes back home, and the first thing out of her mouth is she didn't even look at the TV to see what was going on. Who beat my score? That was the first thing that came out of her mouth. We don't know how the fuck she knew. She just knew.
She could feel it in her bones.
She felt it in her bones. She moved. My sister just died after looking at my mom talk. So she pushes my sister out the way. I think the score was
70 trillion.
It was some million something. I think it was like either my sister got to 2 million. She beats my mom 1 million. My mom proceeds to go past 5 million and keeps going. And when she finishes, it might be exaggerated, but I think it was like around 10 million or 11 million.
That's pretty impressive in Tetris, since you only get like 5 points for a Tetris.
Oh, she fucking goes mad. She will play that bitch for like 6 hours on like the same life. That's
impressive.
She then looks
That's
at
speed.
She plays it like on every. She's been playing it since Famicom 1.
Why are you pointing at me?
That face you were making.
So
I don't
So
know.
she finishes the level, and she looks at my sister, and I swear to God, she loves us. She's never cussed around us, none of that bad shit. Never, the only thing she really called us was niggas and like random
Grandpa.
like grandpa, Calvin's weird shit like that. She looks at my sister. She said, "Don't you ever think that you could beat my score?" And just walked away to her room. And I'm like, that was like the most intense day of my life, and I realized my mom was the god of Tetris, and I never touched the game after that. Like, fuck this. I don't want her coming.
You haven't
anywhere.
even casually played Tetris because you feel like it?
Yeah, no, I just feel like she's look. You know how when you a kid and you don't cuss because you feel like your parent is listening.
Yeah.
Or that's how I feel about playing Tetris. I don't know.
You're gonna buy some downloaded version on your PS4 whenever it comes out. You're gonna try to turn it on, and she's gonna be right at the door.
No, I fucking downloaded Tetris DX that came out for PlayStation 3. I downloaded it. My mom came downstairs later that day. She's like, "You playing Tetris?" I'm like, my TV was like at 2. How did you?
I was trying not to wake you up,
dude. That's like my mom and Pac-Man back in the day. Oh my god, she loved that
no.
My mom's not good at games unless they're like random puzzle games on Facebook. She used to play Sega Swirl on the Dreamcast though, way back in the day.
So if you only own a Wii, you play like bowling and Wii Sports and all that other shit. That's casual.
But if you only own a Wii because it was super cheap and you got like No More Heroes and Mad World and like the Mario games, you're not a casual. I mean, technically you are, but at least you're trying.
You're probably like a cheap hardcore.
Yeah.
Well, okay, to be sensitive, frugal hardcore.
Hardcore on a budget.
Hardcore on a budget. And then we got the people who only play AAA popular titles.
Casual.
These are the people who will, since I'm in love with The Witcher 3, who will buy The Witcher 3, hasn't played Witcher 1 or 2. Only bought The Witcher 3 because it was talked about and because it had all this money invested in it. The people who will buy Grand Theft Auto 5. The people who will only buy
Call of Duty every year and only sports games.
The people who will, I'm sorry to you, I'm sorry to everybody, because I'm about to go off probably on a tangent. You are welcome to join me. The people who fucking go and buy Assassin's Creed every year, every little alliteration of it, even after 3, which was the worst one and started on a downfall. The people who still consistently, who are just on some insane path to believe that Assassin's Creed is going to be good.
Fuck you guys.
Jesus.
Assassin's Creed is not a good game anymore. I can understand the appeal for Grand Theft Auto in medieval times.
Oh yeah, that was good.
But I mean, that's essentially what the game is.
I thought you meant Grand Theft Auto. I'm sorry. Grand Theft Auto 5 is good.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5 is that shit. But, no, like, Assassin's Creed, the first one, is the most repetitive game I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've played the original Pac-Man and Tetris. So, like...
And Frogger.
Yeah, and Frogger. Like, I've played those games. You know what you do in that game?
God.
You run, you climb, you hide, you stab. That is the game.
Centipede is more entertaining than Assassin's Creed 1.
Right.
Centipede
Then
is
Assassin's
more...
Creed 2 comes out, and they make the world more diverse. I mean, they get rid of your horseback riding and all the other fun stuff you could do. They make the world actually a little smaller, technically, but not really.
See, they kind of added the horse for no reason in 1. Like, I didn't...
I mean, you
need
need to get between towns, but, I mean...
Who gives a shit?
No.
At that time, it was just there. There was no, like, oh, you have a horse to go do this. It's just, here's a horse. There's no cool assassin. Whatever. So we have the Assassin Creed 2 saga. Should have stopped at Brotherhood.
Yeah,
but it didn't.
Decided to make him old.
Which is fine, because Ezio was cool. Ezio was that nigga.
I mean, he ain't never gonna be no Altair, because his name is Altair. That's one of the coolest names of all fucking time. That name is up there with Vin Diesel in manliness. So,
hey, but we had a sex scene with Ezio though.
Oh my god, that's like amazing.
And we got like 1,000 of
He
those
said
with
manly.
Kratos.
I know, right?
So
there's a sex scene at the beginning of every God of War game. Damn near.
Within
I think
the
except
first 10 minutes.
3.
No, there's a sex scene at the beginning of
he
3.
fucked Aphrodite. I remember that. That was fun.
That was like, oh wait, that was like the the game. I remember that.
Yeah.
So 3 sucked ass.
God of War Ascension is the one there's no sex scene because it's
I
on
did
my
not want to
multiplayer
play.
It's a suck ass game. That's why
I didn't play it. My brother bodied everybody in the beta by mashing square. But
Assassin's Creed 3 is where it took a fall, and people still insisted that the game was going to get good, trying to
it's
relive.
like I got some really good friends that love that series, and I honestly don't know why. Because the lore is falling off because they killed off the protagonist,
and they don't know what they want to do with their life afterwards.
Yeah, it's just random nonsense going on now, and it's just awful.
I did like the what was it, the lore with the whole like ancient gods were actually alien shit. I'm sure that's how Ancient Aliens started.
Nah, fuck that.
What?
You don't know about that?
I did not beat Assassin's Creed.
What Assassin's Creed?
That's because your brain functions normally.
Yeah.
I had 2.
Yeah.
So?
They hinted at it at 1, and then 2 is when they start talking about it.
Maybe. Speaking of Ancient Aliens, it's on right now.
So back to people who want to play AAA titles. Yes, you are a casual gamer. I don't care how many hours you spend in Grand Theft Auto or Assassin's Creed or...
If you only play AAA titles, you are a casual.
If you don't know what... let me not do that, because most people don't know what this guy is anyway. If you don't have let's say if you don't have a favorite niche game, which would be this guy? You're not even considered. Yeah, I'm just gonna shut up because I don't know how to put this without going into true gamer stuff.
I'll edit it.
True gamers are awesome.
Only playing games that people know of, people are aware of. Like sitting in your dorm room and playing Super Smash Bros. 64 all fucking day. Like that is the greatest thing on the face of the planet. Grow up.
Dude, bro.
Grow the fuck up.
And then the people who listen to reviewers, like I understand the reviewers have a job to do and most people value their opinion, but if you're gonna Aki, you bought God Hand, right?
I wanted to.
Who
I
bought
have
God?
God Hand.
You had
Oh
God
my
Hand.
God, let me borrow
How did
that.
you?
It's on my PS3. I'll let you borrow the PS3.
Fuck.
How did you like God Hand?
I fucking love that game.
Guess what?
Clover is amazing.
The review it got, I believe, was like a 6 or a 7 out of 10.
Fuck them.
That's just an average score. I understand why I got an average score because during that time, that was a time period where Japan's super quirky shit wasn't super common in America when it came to niche games. Like Clover Studios before that had released that game you love with the dog cod. Okami and Beautiful Joe. And Devil May Cry. That's what they did before that. And then God Hand comes out of nowhere and it's completely different than those.
See, and it's just like, so it got, my bad. IGN rated it a 3 out of 10.
This is coming from the same company who rated the game 7, like a 7 of 10 because it had too much water. It's called Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. It has a whale on the front of the damn cover, and you complain that there's too much.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I am so fucking serious. Look at the IGN
These
review.
people also gave God of War 3 a 10 out of 10 like it was a perfect game. One, the game was short as all balls, and it was not even that
And
good.
it had glitches out the ass. What
Out
do you
the wazoo.
mean? What do you mean?
And also, they claim that game is beautiful. Like, the only thing that looked good in that game was Kratos' chest.
And the beginning fighting Poseidon looked cool, but after that, you're just like, these graphics aren't that amazing.
Maybe they like manly chest.
I guess they like manly chest.
I mean, they must have loved Goku, Broly, and every Dragon Ball Z character ever then.
Well,
IGN loves Dragon Ball Z.
or something like that.
IGN, do you like manly chests?
Yes, they love manly
My chest. It's my outfit.
But like, I don't understand how people can listen to reviewers about games if they're like generally interested in the game. Fucking play it. Who cares what anyone else says?
If the game is fun, the game is fun. You can't.
There's been games that reviewers have apologized for giving bad scores to because they were like, oh, people might not like this game, and everybody comes to the consensus that the game is fucking amazing. What was a Nintendo game that Game Informer did that too? I believe it was a Yoshi game or a Kirby game. One of the two.
Was it Kirby Yarn?
No, it wasn't Kirby Epic Yarn.
Was it like, was it Yoshi Island?
Yoshi's New Island, probably.
No,
But
not
no,
that one.
no,
It was
everyone
older.
hated
It was
that game.
older.
Oh, Baby Mario?
No. Oh, shit. I don't remember what it was. It was some game. I'll look it up, and it might get edited in at some other point.
Editing is just the be all end all, I see.
Fucking might as well.
My thing about reviews is I tend to not use them as like, oh, I'm going to read one review, and that's going to cover my entire judgment on this on-set game. I tend to look at reviews, especially given the state of games now, especially 2014 when every fucking game came out and it was broken, that I look for common things. I'm looking more so for performance issues and things of that nature. I'm looking for things that everyone is saying that is good about the game. Look for things that everyone is saying is bad about the game. A lot of people will just, immediately just go to their favorite source. They'll go to Kotaku. They'll go to IGN.
Crap Taco?
Yeah, Kotaku is good for everything except game reviews.
Whatever. We're going to talk about that another time.
They'll
go to their go-to stores, read a review, and base their entire judgment of the game on that. When
they've never even played it. Which is not okay.
They're listening to one person's opinion. Opinions should be gathered. Opinions should be.
That's why.
If you do it like just look at the score of a Metacritic review, it's several opinions. So technically, I can understand doing that, but still, no.
That's why I respect those people that do the Let's Plays on YouTube, because that way you could at least see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
you know that. You know what? I'm gonna do that. That looks pretty cool. Let's do that. As opposed to, oh, well, I have no proof that this game says otherwise of what this reviewer is saying, so it must be shit. You don't trust reviews on games because there's been plenty of games, like I said, that was supposed to be shit, but it's actually good. I keep bringing up Batman just because it's like the game that I'm playing right now, but many reviews on that was shit, mostly because of the PC version. But there was like complaints of too many missions using the Batmobile or some shit like that, which. If it's a new mechanic a game is introducing,
it is going to be exploited.
It's going to be exploited because they want you to learn it. Because I was doing some of the Riddler challenges that he needed you to race the fuck out of him, and it pissed me the hell off. Scott and Aki are proof to that, but
or in Alpha Sapphire, you have to surf. You have to dive, being that's a new mechanic, and apparently the Roar has too much water.
I mean, they did it in regular Sapphire. It's just
that just makes that review all the more confusing. This is a remake, and you're complaining about there's too much water. They have changed nothing about the original game.
Oh my god!
They have only added to it. Why are you bitching?
Eon Flute was pretty sweet. That shit got a 10 just based off of that.
I get to ride a Latios. A Mega
Actually
Latios
flying around in Pokemon is really fucking.
Why have they not done this
Pokemon
before?
in that air. That was awesome.
I don't understand why there's random Digletts in the air though.
Wait,
that wasn't that, but there were Pokemon that just shouldn't be in the air that were in the air. It was weird.
I never encountered that, thank God.
It was
all
weird.
Right, so we spent a lot of time with casual gamers. So true gamer,
gods amongst men.
Gods amongst men. No, it's basically a true gamer is a person that
the true gamer is what you should aspire to be. The true gamer can have casual and hardcore tendencies. Like, I don't want to label myself a true gamer, but I'm a true gamer.
I'll do it for you. You're a true gamer. You do, that's the same thing as calling yourself cool.
I play the shit out of some Tekken. All right, give me some Tekken, and I'm gonna be rating frame data on Beck to see if he's still the cheapest, fastest motherfucker in the game. But
no, that's Lars now.
Oh, well, fuck him. We don't
really?
talk about that.
He was
so fuck Lars, fuck Bob. With
which one?
Oh,
skinny or fat?
Both. I mean,
all the ball, right?
I don't want to talk about it. I hate those characters so much, almost as much as I hate Craig Murdoch.
Why do you hate? Well, another time.
Why do you hate Nathan Jones?
Nathan Jones.
Yeah.
Isn't that the dude that plays Craig Murdoch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I ain't got no problem with him, but Craig Murdoch himself is so annoying because if he gets you on the ground, predicting which face pound he's finna do to you is annoying as fuck.
That's just grabs and Tekken, period.
So, now, according to Tekken 7, because the Evo shit I saw today, they made it way easier to tech grabs, which is pretty dope.
So there are top 3 ways to tell if you're a true gamer or if your friends are a true gamer. Number 3, playing games regardless of platform. I'm sure everybody.
Console wars are stupid.
Console wars are
PC
very
elitists,
stupid.
Stop being stupid. There is no such thing as a master race in gaming.
Speaking as a person who spent,
deal with it.
Speaking as a person who spent $1,500 on his gaming rig, there's nothing special, dude. Like I bought the games that I'm not gonna play on my like PlayStation 3 or 4 on my PC. Like I don't do League. There's no, I don't see the allure in it. Have I tried it?
I've seen MLG players on their PCs using controllers for shooting games. So your keyboard mouse thing is dead and defunct now.
Thank you. Like I spent this much on it. Yeah, I still game with it, but I'll still play some 2D games on it. So it still ain't about graphics to me. But you're not elitist. I'm not. I don't consider my elitist. Stop. We're all fucking equal.
That's just buyer's remorse.
I mean,
coming into play.
See, my thing with PC elitists, they talk all this shit, but most games don't even fucking work when they come out on PC because
Batman.
Because reasons like everybody's got a different build. Everybody's got a different build on their computer. Nobody's build is identical. And if it is, it's a fucking coincidence.
Because that means that I would have to compete with the nigga that's using iFinity, 3 monitors, and fucking Titans that are hooked up to hell, along with the
Plus, it's like liquid nitrogen cooled or some shit because he can afford that shit.
I can't afford that. I have 660. Oh, I have one 660 Ti. Let me not lie, because I can't find the second one. That shit is not even made anymore.
But, like, Jesus Christ, like, that's why games don't work. And you guys complain about it, or when games don't get ported to PC, shut the fuck up. It's easier to make on console. Everybody just play games. Back to true gamers.
So number 3, playing games regardless of platform. We talked about Mass Effect 3 yesterday. I bought an Xbox 360 specifically because I could say we should play Mass Effect 3. And nobody I knew that had a PlayStation 3 was going to play it. So, things like that. Don't be stupid and limit your gaming to just one fucking platform. Get multiple. Unless it's an Xbox One. No one needs another VCR.
Well, damn. I mean, Quantum Break looks kind of cool if it's ever going to come out.
That's if Microsoft doesn't run that into ground like they did. What was that? Phantom Dust.
And every other thing they touch.
Oh yeah, sure.
Look at Rare. They make Kinect Sports now.
Oh, they got a Rare collection coming out.
They're not. That's a port job, all right.
Is it
the original Rare team?
Wait. Sano, is Donkey Kong going to be in that Rare collection?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's very incomplete. But
hey man, Nintendo can't make Donkey Kong games anymore.
We bought the rights, man. You can't do it. What the fuck are you talking about?
I can just imagine Iwata, bless his heart. I can just imagine him just on the phone with them like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Are you dumb?
Did you really call me about this? I have other things to do.
Can you imagine, like, straight up,
I've
they
got
got their
Kirby game to go work on right now?
Excuse me. I don't mean to cut you off, but I have to go make gold.
Got their fucking sunglasses on with their blazer sleeves rolled up as shit with their fucking, like, button-up sleeves sticking out. Just like, hey, guys, you guys can't make Donkey Kong anymore. How does it fucking feel?
Did you really have to put those glasses on like that? Hold on.
CSI
Where did
Miami
those come
up
from?
in here.
Terrence, these are magic fuck you glasses that I have.
Fuck it.
So
fucking micro lens.
So play any game you want, regardless of platform. Don't worry about that. And we just kind of touched on this one too, so we really don't have to redo it. Playing games regardless of reviews. Fuck your reviews. I'm gonna play what the hell I want.
And if I find out the game is awful,
oh well, I'll just spend money on it.
Just trade that shit in.
Blockbuster doesn't exist, and fuck you, I'm not using GameFly. Last time I used GameFly, the bitch took, what was it, like an actual week to get here, and I had to send it right back. So no, I'm not using GameFly. I don't care if their outlets have updated.
I got friends that let me borrow games, so...
That's the good thing about PlayStation 4.
Share play.
Boom! Endorsement. They don't even have to pay me. Nintendo is God, a.k.a. respecting developers. So what that means is that... I don't know, Scott, what does that mean?
Like, I use the term Nintendo is God because true gamers, regardless of what's happening, you respect the legacy of what something is. Like, oh, you don't like the Wii U? That's totally fine. You respect
years,
the fact
man.
that you respect the fact that I thought it was 200 years.
No, it's 100.
Yeah, well, Nintendo's been around for fucking ever, and if it wasn't for them, console gaming would be very, 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 very dead.
Alan, what about fucking Atari and ColecoVision?
They died. Ask E.T. Don't let that documentary fool you. That game is awful. I've played it.
Boom!
Awful. Awful.
Super Mario 64 is the greatest game ever made. And
you go sit in the corner and
what
think
did
about
it come
what you
out
just
on? What did it come out on? It came out on Nintendo 64. Nintendo is God.
As soon as Nintendo made the Famicom, everybody was like, oh, it's cheap and I can play at home with these awesome Nintendo games. Let's do that. And market uprising. And then they made a bunch of bad movies and cartoons.
What was it like? They said they got enough money to go for like the next 5 years, even if like...
Nintendo has, last time I saw some report on it, I was watching some YouTube video, and Nintendo has like $15 billion in the bank, and they're sitting on $6 billion active.
Don't quote.
And so they have more money than Sony Corporation as a whole.
That's not really saying much.
That's not really fair.
They're going,
but still,
hey man,
so,
leave Sony alone. They're going through issues.
I mean, the only thing they have good for them right now is the PlayStation.
Well, yeah, because they don't have enough
real.
money to make anything else. They don't fucking stop making what?
Stupid,
cameras.
ridiculously expensive
and, like,
TVs. Maybe they should
Or
stop
technology
doing
in general.
That basically.
that. I mean,
They make some good headphones though.
They do.
They do.
Like especially studio quality, which
Yeah,
we're
like the
probably gonna invest
MDRs are kind of legit. I love the MDRs. Like, they're really good for their price range.
Back to true gamers.
Back to
So
true gamers.
that's pretty much like the
You
last
respect
one.
the developer. Like, Sega is doing absolute ass right now. Like, Sonic games suck. But
Because
there
there's
was
been
a
one
time
for
period.
every year
Well, let's not
since
talk
it's
about
been
that.
out.
Not really the issue,
Sonic Adventure
but
2 Battle.
we're gonna
It's
save it for
amazing.
another time.
Like, there's a point where Sega was making awesome stuff. They don't make consoles no more, but they also have a lot of fucking money thanks to, like, pachinko machines, the same thing that saved SNK.
And Atlas.
Well, they bought Atlas. Yeah, and everybody thought they were going to ruin them, and it was like, Atlas can do what they want. We just want to put our name on that shit.
Just want more money.
But, and they learned from Atlas. They realized they can take their time to make games so the Western audience would actually buy that shit.
True.
So another Sonic 6 doesn't happen.
I guess should we have another point for respecting I guess if you have a favorite developer,
I don't like EA or Ubisoft. But if they make a good game, I will give it to them. They are getting better. I mean, they make Skate. I love Skate. I still respect EA. I still respect EA because, especially past EA, man, like the 007 games and shit was awesome on that, what was that, 5th gen? What generation is it now? I don't fucking know. 8? So, PS2 generation, 6th gen.
that was 6.
Yeah, so
We're on 8. No, yeah, we're on 8.
Yeah, PS2 is 6. We're on 8 right now.
Yeah, but just play games, man. Be a true gamer. Play games.
That's essentially what it is. It's just don't have like bans on why you shouldn't play a game or why a game would not be good. Just play the game.
Don't sit there and say Xbox is better because America when that
not.
shit's put together in China and they don't have any good fucking exclusives right now.
Except Sunset Overdrive.
Except for Sunset Overdrive. But that was almost going to be a multi-platform until Sony decided to get greedy and Insomniac said, fuck you, we're going to make it exclusive to Xbox.
So
that's the story I heard, which is kind of hilarious in a sense. But
so we hope you guys learn a little bit from this and take it back home with you and tell your friends. Hopefully
the more you know.